Most people believe that investments fail because there isn't enough money, but the real reason is not money. It's the way people think. There is a quiet pattern behind middle-class thinking. Safety is always placed before growth. Behind every decision, there's one constant question. What if this goes wrong? This way of thinking isn't bad on its own, but when it gets attached to investing, progress slows down. The middle-class investor often values short-term comfort more than long-term advantage. That's why the same familiar decisions get repeated, even when the results stay limited. High-level investors think very differently. They don't see risk as danger. They see risk as the cost of learning. So when an opportunity appears, the first question from a cautious mindset is, what's the guarantee? While strategic thinking asks, if this fails, how much will I learn? And how much control will I still have? This difference may sound small, but it decides who grows and who gets pushed to the side. Another common pattern appears through comparison. Watching others' results constantly changes decisions. Someone else's profit creates regret. Someone else's loss creates panic. In this noise, planning slowly disappears. Experienced investors use comparison as information, not as emotion. They observe, they understand, but they don't break their plan. This leads to another quiet trap. Investing slowly becomes part of personal identity. When profits come, confidence goes too high. When losses come, self-doubt takes over. Experienced investors treat investing as a process, not as a measure of personal value. That's why they stay calm under pressure. Their thinking stays stable because the focus is not on money, but on structure. And this brings us to an important point. Until thinking becomes stable, no strategy works consistently. So the real question becomes this. If cautious thinking slows investing down, how does someone move past it? The answer isn't more money. It's better structure. Experienced planners don't put their entire financial life into one place. Money is given clear roles. One part exists for stability. One part exists for growth. And a small part exists for learning. When money has a clear role, fear automatically reduces, because every decision is no longer tied to survival. Cautious thinking turns every investment into a life or death situation. Structured planning removes that pressure early. Another shift happens with expectations. Experienced investors don't expect excitement from the market, they expect consistency. That's why they choose approaches that can be repeated, that may feel boring, but continue working over time. There is another subtle difference here. Cautious thinking wants instant results from every decision. Experienced investors focus on the quality of the decision and allow time to handle the outcome. When losses happen, they are treated as signals, not personal insults. The question becomes, what can improve in this process? This is why real growth stays quiet. If there is one shift that changes everything, it's separating personal worth from investment outcomes. A decision can be wrong without meaning the person is wrong. The moment that emotional distance is created, the trap begins to loosen. This channel exists for that reason. Not to sell shortcuts to wealth, but to show how structured thinking builds financial control. If you want your investments to be guided by logic instead of emotion, you're in the right place. Share this with someone who earns money but feels like control is slipping. And subscribe for clear, grounded financial conversations. In the next video, we'll break another dangerous money myth that quietly keeps people stuck in the same cycle.